You're road tripping with Todd Sawatzky Appraisals. Today I hit the road and went to Scarborough. There is the Greater Toronto Card Show at the local Legion on Moorish Road. I've never been to a card show in a Legion before, but hey, if you're supporting the veterans, I'm all for it. I'm not quite sure what kind of size or how many vendors are going to be here today, but it should be interesting. And also of note, there are 3 special guests. There is Mike Walton, who is a former Maple Leaf and Boston Bruin, who won the cup with both of those teams, I might add. There is Jerry McNamara, who did have a cup of coffee with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but ended up signing Borje Salming when he was a scout with the Leafs that brought the Leafs arguably their best defenseman ever to the league, as well as Canadian broadcast icon, especially when it comes to hockey analytics, Brian McFarlane, who, interestingly enough, is also the voice of Peter Puck. Let's go take a look inside. The Greater Toronto Card Show was worth the drive. It was perhaps in one of the smaller venues I've ever been to for a card show, but there was still lots of options there. There was vintage stuff to brand new stuff and everything in between. And it certainly did not hurt that they had those celebrity guests. The reason why I decided to make the drive was actually because of the celebrity guests. And when I got there, I actually found that their autograph signing fees were quite affordable. You could get all 3, one of each individual, for only $20. So while I was there, I got a few pucks that I wanted to get signed. So the first one is this Maple Leafs puck that was signed by Jerry McNamara. When he first signed it, unfortunately, my ink pen bled a little bit, so he was nice enough to sign underneath after the fact. But I think it adds a little bit of a story, and it's a beautiful looking puck. Mike Walton of the 1967 winning Toronto Maple Leafs team signed this beautiful vintage logo puck. I also got this beautiful vintage Peter Puck puck signed by Brian McFarlane. He, of course, was the voice of Peter Puck, and he is a Hall of Fame hockey analyst as well. And while I was there, I also picked up his book he had available for sale, and inside you can actually see his signature inside there as well. Of course, while I was walking around the show, a couple of things caught my attention and I couldn't pass up on. A couple of unopened vintage wax packs, and not even sports related. This is a pack of 1984 Magnum PI TV show trading cards. And this, the TV show Space 1999, and this pack was produced in 1976. So the old vintage pack is still sealed, the gum is still inside, and I think I'm probably just going to keep them closed for now. Anyways, a fantastic day. I also find going to shows like these very interesting from a business standpoint. You get to talk to new vendors, meet new people, and maybe even get some potential new clients. But I also get to see what the current market value is on a lot of different items. Similar items I may have assessed in the past and items that I may assess in the future. You just never know what you're going to see and what catches your eye, especially in terms of the value of items. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this road trip. And if you want to get an appraisal done for yourself, please email me or contact me via any of my social media. Until next time.